So with that, I'd like to introduce Renn Sakai and hand the mic over to him and get the perspective from a 13-year-old. Let me just say, by way of introduction, I gave a talk up at the Fly Shops kids camp up in Antelope Creek, and Renn was there and was, I think, already very inspired about fly fishing, and got more inspired and is doing a 8th grade graduation project this next coming year, and we asked him to talk a little bit about some of his thoughts. And I'm going to open up his presentation.
Thanks, Mr. Knight. Hi, I'm Renn.
Hi.
So, my school, Nueva, up in Hillsboro, had every person who graduates in 8th grade has to complete a 8th grade graduation project, and you pretty much just have to do something that's a passion of yours. And a lot of kids had trouble thinking of what they were going to do. Not me, I'm like, I'm going to do something on fly fishing. So I am in the process of writing a book on how to start fly fishing from the eyes of a beginner. And with the help of Trout, I'm also including stuff on how to conserve water and help the fish population. So my presentation is entitled Fly Fishing and the New Generation. You probably think that teenagers only play video games and watch TV all day and sit on the couch and do stuff like that. That's definitely not true. We also love to be outdoors and to play and do things like football, paintball, horseback riding, and hiking and camping. And we also love fly fishing. I love fly fishing because you get to be in nature, and nature is awesome. It's very calm. When I'm fly fishing, I'm not focused on anything else. I'm just focused on fishing. You get to spend time with family and friends, and you get to be independent. You get to be out there by yourself, doing whatever you want. So if you have a kid or a grandchild who doesn't do fly fishing, you should really think about getting them started on that. If you're a parent, get a guide or a grandparent to teach your kid. And if you're a grandparent, you should really think about teaching your kids today. A kid will really appreciate learning fly fishing from you. It's a skill that they will take and use for the rest of their lives. What's important when teaching a kid or getting a kid started is good instruction, proper equipment, and of course, catching fish. Because if there's no fish to catch, a kid will completely lose interest within the first 5 minutes of the process of learning. Lastly, remember to save some fish for us, because we want to be able to enjoy fly fishing too. Fish is an incredible resource that we want to be able to enjoy for many, many years. And if all of a sudden there are just no more fish and no more fly fishing, that would be a huge loss. And we want to be able to see our kids fly fish too. We want to be able to pass the resource on to our kids and teach our kids how to fly fish and see our kids catch fish. And it's good for the environment. If there's no more fish in a body of water, where there was fish before, the ecosystem will be messed up and things will be out of balance. And that would lead to an unhealthy planet, and that would affect all of us. Things that you can do to protect fish and preserve the species are debarb your hooks, practice catch and release, and make sure to handle the fish properly so that more fish get released back into the environment and there's a healthier species because there's more of them. And take only what you need. It's not real. You don't need to take 5 fish a person. One of the main reasons why we have such a crisis with the population of fish is because people overfish a body of water. If you need to keep a fish, you probably only need 2 per person maximum. And also, teach your kids about preservation and spread the word. Tell everybody you know that fish and trout is such a great resource, but we also need to protect it. Thanks.